the Pixel 6a undoubtedly was one of the fantastic phones from Google. But what about the Pixel 7a? Well, we have already seen the renders in the past, and we have also seen the hands-on photos and videos. But we have more now. This phone, as mentioned by the past leaks, is identical looking to the Pixel 7, and that's not entirely bad, but it's still a little more different because the camera bump isn't actually that pronounced, even though it's still a camera bar, but it's not that pronounced. But that's not where it ends though. It also has dual cameras, but the camera sensors themselves are gonna be a little different. There is gonna be a 64 megapixel Sony IMX787 image sensor, at least that's what rumors are saying, and there will also be a 12 megapixel sensor, probably IMX712 for ultra-wide angle capabilities. Now, is the camera setup amazing at the price point? Well, I will come back to the price. It's not going to be because there are more cameras in certain phones and better cameras probably, but this one will have the Google's Tensor 2 chip, and that will enable it to have the AI capabilities of the bigger pixel models. And that simply means Google will do all the AI magics in the cameras to get a great photo at the price, and that will be unbeatable by any phone in the market. So with the new sensors and the Tensor 2, it's gonna be a crazy good. But what about the display where you're gonna watch it? Well, it will have a 6.1-inch OLED panel, just like the past model, but it will have a 90 Hz refresh rate, just like the Pixel 7. And that's kind of the best thing, because this is what made the Pixel 6a look outdated, because it had a 60 Hz display. Even though the resolution is still gonna be 1080p, which is totally fine at that price point, the 90 Hz was much needed. Now, one thing though, the Tensor 2 chip will also come with the Qualcomm's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth chip. Now, as for the other things, we are hearing that it will come with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage options. Now, I know the 8GB might sound a little odd, but because we have seen an eBay listing that clearly shows a Pixel 7a, which means at the recovery page you can actually see the RAM available, and that shows 8GB. So yeah, it will come with a Samsung made 8GB of RAM, the LPDDR5 RAM. One thing that is certain, that it will come with 18-watt fast charging and 5-watt wireless charging. This is a big thing, because I kind of didn't like the fact that the Pixel 6a didn't even come with any kind of wireless charging support. But at the very least, this year the Pixel 7a coming with some kind of wireless charging, even though it is just a 5-watt, but it's still something. And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website. Definitely visit my website, johndavid.com, link down below. As for the dimensions though, it will be 152.4mm tall, 72.9mm wide, and 9mm thick, and including the camera bump about 10.1mm. So you know that the camera bump isn't as pronounced. Now, as for the color options though, what you need to know is it will come with a black and dark gray, which is going to be white. We have seen in the renders, maybe they will call cotton or snow white, we don't know. And then there is going to be a light blue. Now, one thing also is clearly visible with these photos is that the bezels are still going to be the Pixel 6 generation kind of thing. It's pretty thick, but that's at the price with all those good things like the Tensor 2 chip, the flagship chip from Google, and also the Tensor's magic capabilities, and then you have the whole Google experience. If that's what you want over any other experiences, then yeah, this is what you have to deal with. Now, when is this phone coming and what could be the price? Well, even though the Pixel 7a prototype was on sale on eBay for like $1,650, it will not be the case for the real phone. And that will cost you about $449, just like the Pixel 6a, because Google will not change the magic pricing. 10th of May is the launch date, which is also the Google's May I/O event date. And the release will be somewhere at the end of July, just like last year's. So yeah, that's probably it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think? So yeah, that's about it. Until the next one, bye and take care.